What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here, bringing to you guys my live reaction of One Piece manga chapter 1066. Now, the chapter is out. We are here today to sit down and read the latest installments of the pinnacle of art and literature. And I am very, very excited. Shout out to my boy Spicy over at TCB, keeping me updated throughout the week and stuff around the chapter. Because listen, man, from when I was told immediately since the beginning of this week, stay off social media. And granted, last chapter, the revelation that we got there, the civilization that apparently is underneath Egghead, which alluding to the ancient kingdom and stuff, I would not be surprised whatsoever if we're actually delving into this stuff. Because I said before, chapters all again, right? I've questioned Oda. I wonder, does he still own a him card? I asked a lot, right? After Wano, I was questioning, does he have a him card? And since Egghead started to where we are right now, he got it. I questioned during the Law and Blackbeard stuff. He gave us the fight. Granted, it's been off screen for the most part, but we've been seeing it. If he actually goes in here with some Void Century stuff, it might be worth an eviction. But regardless of all that, man, we got championship belts right over here. We two belting it up, man. If it's actually going to be some greatness, like it has been for the last 1,066 straight chapters, and you already know what it is, man. But we have to see what's about to go down. So it's time. No more waiting. No more thinking. We got the film red shirt on and everything. Let's go, man. We may not see it 10 times, but we will see it 11. So here we go. So chapter 1066. The Will of Ohara. Huh? I see the Germa. But they're not for you. Maybe raise you, but these aren't for you. What are we cooking? What are we cooking? What's in the kitchen, Oda? What kind of dish are you preparing? I saw the seasonings last week. What kind of dish are you cooking? The Will of Ohara. This has got to be Robin base. This has to be, clearly Ohara being for her, but oh god, the possibilities are actually insane. I'm gonna, let's let it go to do this thing. So I'm seeing here the German ships and everything. I believe right here on the corner, because you see like this floating gas thing, which I'm assuming has to be Caesar and stuff. And the other four right there being the Vinsmoke. So them after leaving Whole Cake Island, rendezvousing back with Judge on German's main ship. So German 66, Cold-Blooded Voice, Volume 23, return to Germa with company. So, and as we know, Pudding is now with the Blackbeard Pirates. Cracker's been frozen, Brulee in shambles, and I guess we'll have to see what's going on with Katakuri and them afterwards. But yeah, right now the focus is on the title of this chapter, because oh my god, here we go. What? Oh wait, a shock to the whole crew. What are you saying? A futuristic city like this existed in the distant past. This is just a conjecture. Now listen, hold on. I know there are people who have been saying for quite some time, and I'll put the belts on now just so we don't end up launching it, because I feel like it may end up happening at this point, right? I know people have talked about the idea that all this, the futuristic stuff or the highly advanced technology was something that happened in the past and it's been kind of safeguarded. Commodore, I think the name is from Genshin Impact, is something similar to that in some case scenarios. But in terms of how much detail that there actually is, it's actually mad to think that they're holding back all that kind of power, which, again, maybe it's something that mankind itself can't really get their hands on because of the dangers that come from it. So maybe that's probably why the world government was trying to hide these things. But this is still, regardless, even if you were to expect or not to expect it, this is still goddamn crazy that this futuristic stuff, for the most part, at least these, mechanical whatevers, are things literally from the distant past. From, 900 years ago is absolutely mad. And you just see a bunch of people just walking around just a normal day. For us right now, this is crazy. I once knew a passionate archaeologist who was willing to risk his life to shed light on a certain ancient kingdom. Shaka is already speaking the facts. Let's go. Not only that, but at a certain site, machinery was excavated that dated back to the same era as that kingdom. And Robin immediately, are you saying that machinery was created during the Void Century? You tell me. Vegapunk has to be aware of Robin being from Ohara. The fact that you're naming the title of this chapter called The Will of Ohara has to mean that Vegapunk is aware of these things. It's almost like, you from the streets, you tell me that. You know something about this, Robin? No doubt, it's a painful memory. But see, this is the crazy thing too, is that Robin has all this information and stuff, right? That we're waiting until now as the appropriate time to actually get it. But granted, we could have got this stuff like a lot earlier, but it's like, you know what? It's happening now. No doubt it's a painful memory, but 22 years ago, your home of Ohara was eradicated by a Buster Call. And I'm pretty sure that's Shaka's saying that. I think that happened because Ohara uncovered the details of that kingdom's existence, which we do know. Emmy's lobby, it explained all that stuff afterwards from Professor Clover. Trust me, that there's one part of that series, of this series actually, especially when it comes to that arc in particular, that I've gone back and reread multiple times and stuff, was Robin's flashback because of how much it signified, like, the ancient kingdom, the history of the world and stuff. But the fact that we're actually getting here, bro, is crazy. I believe the history of the Void Century is the history of a conflict. One between an alliance of 20 nations and this forgotten advanced kingdom. The victorious 20 went on to form the world governments and shape history as we know it, which is common knowledge now, at least to the vast majority. And to ensure that the ideas of the ancient kingdom would live on, they erased every trace of it from history. And yeah, now you're going to get the shock basically from everyone now who's learned these details, because for Robin or just us who kind of got like the tidbits from like the flashbacks and stuff, we know this, but for them in story, they don't know these things. So it's like, it's mental. Like, wow, it's crazy. What? This is for real? Whoa, what an epic and romantic tale. It probably, you know what, Frankie might have had like the best way we're going to put it, because there's probably going to be like a good element. Romance Dawn, I honestly feel, is going to tie somehow back into it in terms of like the literal sense of that. But hang on, Vegapunk. You mean everyone who knows about this gets eliminated? Indeed. Oh god. And that, you know what? Now it makes even more sense why Lucci and them are pulling up to Egghead to eviscerate him, because of the fact that Vegapunk knows these things. I'm telling you, man, Im has way too much power. We gotta get Im out of here. We gotta get Instant Messenger somehow out of here. The same way that Elon is trying to get Twitter out of here, the Instant Messenger might have to get got. It might have to happen. Then why did you tell us? Yeah, I can't unhear it. They opened up Pandora's box, and it wasn't even their own fault, man. The box was just opening itself. Someone had the key lock, and just that was it. Come on, brain. Forget you didn't hear anything. Yo. Why is it acting like right now they just read the spoilers or something? That's basically what the vibes be like at the moment. Like I just said, this is just conjecture. So tell me, Nico Robin, if I am right, and that discovery is why Ohara was wiped out. I don't know why I didn't tie it together enough. Because Ohara was the Buster Call, Lucia was the thing in the sky, right? Two separate occasions, but more so the erasure. So if anything, Im was probably the one that made the call more so than the Gorosei. Like, they had to have been hearing this stuff and be like, yeah, nah. Like, nah, you gotta go. And instead of making that thing, whatever it was, for the Lucia, whether it be Uranus or whatever it is, open, they went and used the Marines after for the Buster Call instead. Then wouldn't the world government's actions be tantamount to a confirmation? Why are you asking about this? The scholars did devise a theory after all their extensive research, but wouldn't someone as high up in the government as you already know about it? I'm afraid government affiliation makes no difference. I'm kept in the dark like everybody else. Really? So they're just running off of hyperboles and theories. That's probably why Edison's so like all these ideas and stuff coming to mind and stuff. Because because he's learning about these new things that are going on. Wow, so that is crazy. I had thought at the very least Vegapunk would know a little bit more about these things, but then again, it's like if he has this connection with Dragon, then maybe there's some details he might not know. But then it's like I have to believe Dragon knows something too. You know what I mean? Even bringing this topic up to them would result in my immediate erasure. Oh my god. I mean, I don't blame him for wanting to erase any traces that may end up going back to the open world. But that is crazy. You want to throw away like your top, unless they have other people, right, that can go and make stuff afterwards for them, so that way they keep their power in check. But it's just like, it's a crazy call. Then stop telling us. This is just torture. Let us out of here, Saul. If that's true, how could you know they were researching that kingdom? All the books and materials were on Ohara, and they were, the will of Ohara lives on. That day shocked the world. Oh my god, and the panel, bro. The tree of knowledge. In a single night, Ohara, the island renowned for its love of knowledge, was wiped out. Save for one little girl. My god. If you include the Straw Hats, Robin my goats. The goat girl of the series. And the painful memories, I look at that face, I see it. No, we put a championship. Put a championship up for her. Because she's world champ. She's a world champ to me. The scholars were labeled devils, descendants who plotted to overthrow the government. I mean, she knows for herself that this is more so they wanted to know the information, everything, but of course, government spins and stuff. Whether we want to believe it's fully true or not, but again, they were so in the thrill of the research, and then it led to the demise after. A few months after the incident, I paid a visit of my own to... A few months after the incident, I paid a visit of my own to the scorched earth of Ohara. I was acquainted with Professor Clover, the foremost authority on archaeology. I figured I should have at least left some flowers for him. Wow. What a connect. Yo, you know what? Robin's flashback might have to be reread now, again, just for Clover. You knew Professor Clover. Yo, wait, that's Kaizoku Clover? Hold on, bro. What is this? What is this chapter? His obsession with the voice century fueled his adventurous lifestyle, searching for relevant texts to the world over. Okay, so this is like more in like the imagination kind of thing, which ties more with Edison, like the whole like once ideas start coming to mind, you want to keep going doing things, like yeah. The Marines incarcerated him on at least 10 occasions. By the time he settled down, he was the world. No, so he was a pirate. Yeah, because you clearly see the sail has the Clover and stuff. So the man was a Kaizoku, and then he picked up the books. He was in the streets with the streets knowledge, and then became a scholar. Talk about get out the mud. Love that for him. And then, of course, he had to get God. He was the world's most famous archaeologist. Yo, we're putting respect on Professor Clover, man. PC. Love it. Over time, countless scholars were drawn to him, and they all flocked to Ohara. It truly became the holy land of archaeology. Unfortunately, the aftermath of those talented minds coming together would prove tragic. What the hell? Is that him? Oh, there ain't no way he's an alpaca. Oh, there ain't no way he's like an alpaca, giraffe, llama thing. My brother got a neck on a neck on a neck. Maybe this is personal for Kaku. Maybe that's why Kaku came through. Because you know what? He got a rattle. He saw a big neck. He's like, no, I'm big neck. You don't disrespect me. I'm big guy. Bro, if I actually see this man's design looking like an alpaca, I'm gonna be rattled. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be rattled. I'm expecting like a Dr. Eggman, not an alpaca. When I stepped foot on Ohara, even the tree of knowledge had been burned to cinders. I was speechless when I saw it. So literally just right afterwards when he saw it, that's gonna, in the anime it's gonna be crazy. Especially because it's gonna be silhouettes. Even then knowing that the connection between Vegapunk and Professor Clover. Man. But bro, I cannot stand the fact that we're seeing the pinhead thing, bro, in the far corner. But the lake at the center of the island had been filled with an unbelievable number of books, which we know because in the flashback it was said when the Marines were going there to kind of like, get rid of the information or whatever was there, they had thrown all the books, the Oharians, in there to hopefully take care of stuff. So was he able to recover most of the information that was there? Because that would be very weird if the government just let that go. You know what I mean? So what in the world? I can only assume that it was the work of the scholars. They must have dedicated their final moments to ensuring that the future had access to their treasure trove of knowledge. So Robin was not aware. Well, again, as a kid and stuff, because when she evacuated and left afterwards, going back there was a no-no. Like, she didn't even know if the island was still going to exist. We don't even know right now if it's still around. Right? If any Marines did discover the books, they were apparently too ignorant to understand their value and let them be. Ohara had triumphed over them. When I realized that, I couldn't stop myself from crying. Because his friend's will is still active. The will of Ohara. No, bro. No, this is the chapter. This is the chapter. Yo, go to... Oh, no! We're putting both of them on. We're putting both of them on. You can't do... No, hold on. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't have my girl tearing up and then have Okasan right there in the next panel. This is an evil man we're looking here right now. Please take care of Robin. Make sure she escapes the island. I still have a duty to see here. Mommy, I don't want to leave you. Let me stay too. Oh my god, the pain. In the anime, the shots, the voice acting. Oh my god. Yeah, save the books. Yep, we know. Yep, because I remember in the anime that they made sure to show NPC 1 and 2 were just literally whipping books inside. Save the books, get the reference materials out of the library. And then you see Saul in the back. Robin, history is our greatest treasure. It must be preserved. We can't just give up on your future. Yo, go mom. Hoda. What is your fascination with offing MILFs? Why? Why can't we just keep one in the present and cherish them? Why can't we do that? Why can't we just do that, Oda? So I can actually have a third belt here. Dreams are meant to be dreams. And then we're left with the pain. Mommy, yeah, and you see from Saul afterwards when she went to take her out. Be proud, Robin. Your mom was an honorable woman. Ohara stood up to the world. This is crazy, the fact that you're actually giving me these panels, like redones or like new ones. Oh my god. No, Robin. My girl. And the gunshots ringing off. But then she had to assume that her mom had taken Alice, and I'm pretty sure in the manga it basically spelled out for her that she was gone. Your helmet wearing bastard. Yo, how dare you make Robin cry? Yeah, you made Robin cry. Now you gotta get boxed up. I don't care if you might be a Daft Punk enjoyer. I don't care if you might be, whatever. You cannot make my woman cry. That's it, Vegapunk. You better release these shoes. I mean, you just pop out the Jordans. You'll be good, bro. Vegapunk. Hey, Robin, it's just as you said. They came to the same conclusions about the kingdom before the incident. I see. So it's all true. Where are the books from the lake now? I really wanted to take them back to Punk Hazard, but if I knew if the top brass ever caught wind, it would be all over. So instead, They were taken by the people I saw that day. We're getting a flashback. That's probably him on the phone. I'm actually just scared. I don't even want to scroll down because if that instant messenger thing right now is trying to make a phone call right now to get me out of here because I'm supposed to not be seeing certain things, I'm actually frightened for my life. I'm actually legitimately frightened right now. Ohara, West Blue, 22 years ago, a few months after the Buster Call incident. This is actually mental that we're getting this kind of stuff right here, like an extension beyond something that happened in, like, what, 2007, 2008, 2009? Huh. Someone else is visiting the debris. Why sea giants? What in the hell? Hold on. Is that Hardwin? That's one of them. Wait, hold on. Giants. Alright, let's pull them up. Who are they? What should I do? Do they have it? Bro, I can't take Alpaca anymore, bro. Please, for the... Oh, hold as a troll. I can't deal. Bro, what is this, bro? Who are they? What should I do? Do they have any idea how important these books are? It's been a while, Vegapunk. Oh, God, we're about to see it. 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 Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my... There's no way. There's no way you're going to show me a bottom part right here and then say no. Oh, my God. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Is that... Wait, hold on. That was his... Wait. I'm not even scrolling down yet. I need to register everything that's going on in my head right now because I already can feel the rage. That's his face. The one doing this with the glasses. As usual, that head of yours makes you stand out. Who in God's name is that you? I mean, listen, we knew the connection, but yo, the link up, they pulled up our mans. No, hold on, bro. Hold on. I wish I had a third championship belt, but we don't want 2-belt dragon. TBD has a new name. It's not to be determined. It's 2-belt dragon. And then look at that, bro. Vegapunk. I can't lie. This design is actually hideous as hell. Oh my God, this is actually crazy. Oh my God. Look at Dragon, though. He looks so clean. What is he doing in the present, though, man? We'll deal with it. Dragon, what are you doing here? That's my line. Your head definitely looks like it's gone a good bit bigger. I knew old man Oh, wait, he brought This man's showing respect to Clover. That's probably why Dragon... That's probably why Dragon cared to look for Robin and stuff because of the connection with... Oh, wow. Everything comes full circle in this story. Oh, wow, man. I'm not. Oda's the guy. Oda's him. He is him. I knew old man Clover. You too? I know he was once a bit of a hooligan, roaming the seas, but all that nonsense about him trying to restore the world, it's blatant propaganda. I need to read these two parts here. And pray to God there's nothing else going crazy. Monkey D. Dragon, head of the Freedom Fighters. 33 years old. So I'm guessing this is something completely like... this is pre-revolutionary. 20 years ago. Well, actually, no. Okay, so wait. The Freedom... Because Roger's thing happened first. Roger died because then we know Odin, and then the whole stuff afterwards with Ohara. So after this... So he was the Freedom Fighters before the Revolutionary. What changed? What, the belt's back down again? I'm probably going to need to bring it up again after, but still. This is a chapter right now, man. I am actually kind of like stunned. So I apologize if it's going to be a long video and stuff, but this is You have to register things, man. Are you worried about the Giants? They're not scavengers. I had a word with them just now. It seems they're from Elbaf, and fully aware of the value of these books. Their captain was a strange giant wrapped from head to toe in bandages. And then, head of Punk Hazard Laboratory, 43 years old, Dr. Vegapunk. Okay, so just 10-year difference. But even then, oh my god, bro, this head is actually way too massive. No wonder why he split himself in 6, bro. He said Ohara sacrificed himself for those treasures, and he couldn't let them be erased from history. After seeing a government lackey lurking about, I'm sure they're here to scope them up and keep them safe. Hey, I didn't know You passed on joining the freedom fighters a while ago, but it still made me sick to hear about you becoming one of their lapdogs. Oh, wow. So, Vegapunk not actually being a Rev. The offer was extended, but it's like one of those things where I think you want to join the enemy to hopefully make it for the better, is what I'm assuming. It could be told differently from Vegapunk, but we'll see. Don't be stupid. Your ragtag operation was always too poor. Oh, so it comes on the buddy. What a rat. What good are my skills and intellect if I can't actually build anything? I know. You're as blunt as ever. The world government is an insanely huge organization. There are plenty of decent people on the inside that can be reasoned with, especially in the Navy. Don't lose sight on the end goal. Dragon. Oh, they built the tombstone there using the piece of the tree. I get it, but I can't just sit back after this. It's too damn much. Those harmless scholars were brutally snuffed out just for questioning their authority. It's a farce. We're actually getting Dragon's reasoning for why he hates these people. And I've waited my whole life for this day. This is how you know One Piece is coming to an end, bro. Like, the things we've been waiting for our whole lifeline, and it's happening here. I'm going to raise an army that can fight them head on. I thought you hated war. Just watch Vegapunk. I'll change the world. The will of Ohara won't die with Clover, bro. Listen, I still believe in Dragon. I still believe. That man is still the him. The him in the making. And within a year, he and Emporio Ivankov and Bartholomew Kuma founded the Revolutionary Army, which continues to shake the world to this day. So, Freedom Fighters was the original thing. And then eventually, once they got the enlistings of the people he need, something we definitely do feel like we're going to need to see the moment that led to Dragon. This is almost a guarantee. Like, it was already a guarantee as it was, but more so now, we're going to get his flashback. If there was ever a doubt that we would never get it, it's going to happen now. This right here is going to tell you it's going to happen. And when we do get it, it's probably going to be one of the best ones. And yeah, you see everyone's like shocked right now. I'm like, wow, Luffy's dad sounds intense. Did you say Elbaf? Of course, Usopp. Professor Clover's fate-motivated dragon. My head's going to blow. Why did Kuma help us? And why did you modify him so much, Vegapunk? Iva. That bastard was one of the founding members of the Revolutionaries. I'm very surprised Sanji didn't think that Ivankov was already like one of them, like day ones. Because I think everyone from the community assumed Ivankov was a day one. So the books from Ohara certainly couldn't be left to be found by the government, but my curiosity compelled me to make a discreet trip to Elbaf. When the books were taken, they allowed me to read each and every one of them. Bruh. Ain't no way that giant wrapped in bandages, that's Saul. Aokiji is not a killer. Oh, bro. I've always had that belief that he could thaw himself after some point in time. Because I know Aokiji can kill people with freezing to death. That does not need to be determined or questioned. He can do it. Maybe he disfigured him to the point where he has to be in the bandages and stuff. So, like, his outward appearance may not be the same. Like, but he got the hat, so it's like... In other words, I took everything Ohara uncovered about the world's secrets and memorized it. That has to be Saul. It's all in my head. And I continued their research. Okay. So that man's head, I mean, there you go. Explains to you why he has a massive head. And this panel is absolutely clean. I need this in color. I love Shaka. I know it's Vegapunk, but listen. This chapter, honestly, in this arc, has given me everything I wanted to get from Vegapunk. I already love him. He's already going to become a favorite. He's already becoming a favorite. That giant captain. He's called Saul, isn't he? Oh, Robin. She's going to lose her mind if she sees him. Oh, my God. Bro, we're gonna get happiness for Robin, man. Jesus Christ, dog. Bro, my girl actually being able to, like, properly smile after all the hell she's went through, man. Like, he's in hiding now, so I can't confirm anything. And, the tears. She's knee sliding. I'm telling you right now, just throw in a knee sliding animation. In the anime, you have to do it, Oda. You have to do it. Ronaldo, gift for her. She has to. Thank you, Dr. Vegapunk. Thank you for not letting Ohara's sacrifice be in vain. This is beautiful stuff, man. This is stuff right here where I love One Piece. This chapter, I honestly love it a little more than some of the previous ones we gotten. I can't even lie, and this arc has been absolutely gas, bro. I try to help progress every field of thought possible. It's my nature as a scholar. Wow, the shoes are moving on their own. I can't release you just yet. Follow me. Let's see, Nami got the winding back and stuff. There's something I want to show you. And we went back now to the junkyard thing where Luffy, Bonnie, and them are after. Bro. Junkyard, Egghead's fabrication, Stratum. Chopper, there's no way to get it. Bro. He thought it was a gun, though. He's just like me. Oh, but it must be the type that moves on its own, bro. You might need a remote device, but even then, that thing is finished. That thing is already done. Move, Robo. Does it need like a special command? Maybe we gotta just say its name. Move, Robonosuke. It's so stupid. Move, Robo King. And you see Jinbei in the back, just like, I can't. And then Body is just pulling up the merino. No, she's doing like, you know, the meme of the guy in the crowd and stuff, whatever, the bald guy holding his hands on his hips. She's like, bro, what are we doing here? What are we cooking? You guys are such kids. Ain't no way it's Move. Asking, shall you receive? Oh, the robot's gonna blow. What? Oh, wait, is that him? Save me, Kosa. What happened, buddy? Vagabond, what the hell happened to you, buddy? No good, another debacle. Somebody please save me, Quasar. Perhaps space-time bent mid-warp. What the? There's a guy like Kinimo. Yo, stop. Oh, that has to be stopped. Bro, I've gotcha. I'm shaking. I'm sorry. It's him. Oh, yeah, no, Bonnie about to swing. Bonnie's gonna swing. Oh, my God. We knew it was gonna happen eventually. Much obliged. You're a dragon's boy, right? I knew you'd come. Good job on making it. Oh my, Bonnie. Dear me, you sure have gotten big. It's splendid to see you so full of vigor. Wow. Oh man, are you... He's floating. It's technology. It's technology. Oh man, are you floating? Vegapunk, yeah, she's pissed. Oh god. Oh my god. She might be 3-belt Bonnie soon. You can float too, you know. All the shoes. This chapter's already doing a thing to my mind, man. I don't even know how I'm gonna actually finish up the discussion videos I have with this series coming up soon. These Dom shoes you're wearing have a nifty hover function. Wow. See here? Press the button on the side, grab the lever, and give it a big old push like this. That's the way, bro. He's like pumping up the someone's gonna tell me the name. The shoes back then where you have to press the button on the back and stuff, or even not only the wheelies, but the little I can't remember the name. But that's probably because I didn't own the shoe. But if you own it, let me know. Godzooks, we've flown too far, bro. Look at... Nah, I rock with this design. Oh, I rock with this design. That big old head of his was way too much, and I'm thankful to the Lord he cut himself in 6 pieces. That way he doesn't have to... Bro, alpaca allegations were about to be real for me in this chapter. Thank God it isn't the case. Yeah! Save us, Quasar. I need to know what the Quasar means. It might be a slur. The humble genius appears. Dr. Vegapunk, the man with the biggest brain in the world, leader of the Navy's SSG, Special Science Group, and that's the end of the chapter. And I see color pages, and this is definitely going to be my thumbnail. But, oh my god, listen. This chapter, bro. Oh my lord. This is peak piece right here. This is pinnacle piece. This is lore piece. This is GOAT piece right now, man. What an enjoyable chapter this was. Titling the chapter The Will of Ohara. Not only are you giving us, first and foremost, the design for Vegapunk, what he actually looks like outside of his 6 pieces, right? The Horcruxes. The connection with him and Clover. Dragon and Vegapunk's connection being revealed there, right? Trying to get him into the revs, didn't work out because obviously no funds and stuff, and I get that. From a genius, you want to be able to have the funds to be able to make the things you want to make. And, fortunately, my guy was a brokey. He was a brokey, right? But we respect them because they hustle, they grind, and now look where he's at. Lost his home. But regardless of all that, you also reveal that the reason why Dragon was so fixated on finding Robin and making sure she was fine was out of respect for those of an Ohara, but not to mention because of his relationship at the time with Clover. And that makes... Listen, man, that just made Ennie's lobby even more goated for Clover. And even made Punk Hazard even better. It's actually crazy what it does to all the arcs previously and what it does right now in the main story. The Saul thing, I'm going to say this right now. There's definitely going to be people that are going to be upset at the fact that Saul didn't die. But for the very sake that Robin can actually, a burden's been living in her soul since she was a kid. Imagine, she was a kid on the run, being treated as a hooligan, as a threat to the world. She didn't have the time to properly mourn those that died. She was gone on the move. Cried that one time, that was it. That is a massive weight off her heart. And I'm going to tell you right now, because we've seen this post-time skip with her character being more expressive and everything, this is going to do absolute wonders for her. When she's going to become more funnier, more expressive and stuff, like she already was, in Just Rosa, it's about to take off to another level because of this thing here. So anyone that dares even say this is bad doesn't realize the positives that it does for a character like Robin. So I love that for her. The Freedom Fighter things is interesting, and I have to really look at the timeline stuff because we really need that backstory, man, for Dragon. After a chapter like this, when we get the actual makings of why he became a freedom fighter and why he made the Revolutionary Army, oh my god. It is going to be one of the greatest things this story is ever going to give, honestly. And then, look, I love Shaka. Of all the pieces, I love Lilith, Edison, York, for the sake of, you know, how you live a life and stuff, that's great. Shaka, might be the best one. Of all of them right here, bro, like, the Daft Punk regen, I love him. He's goated. But Vegapunk himself, man. Like, literally, it's Albert freaking Einstein in our story. You couldn't ask for more, like, a little... Bro, we have Eminem in Skypiea with an L. If there was anyone you were going to do with the geniuses that ever graced the history of time itself, it's going to be Einstein. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Listen, this just fueled now possibly another discussion that will come in due time. Because I know after the next chapter, we're probably going to be going on break. Next week, we're good for a chapter, but it's going to come after. But regardless of all that, guys, let me know what we think down in the comments below regarding this week's chapter of One Piece. This was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And the fact that right now, we're going to get the Bonnie interaction here with Vegapunk and possibly her backstory, which I cannot wait for. It's going to be so goated, man. And then the interactions after between Luffy and Vegapunk, and then maybe learning more about Dragon through Vegapunk. Oh, man. And then we're probably going to get the Lucci invading. It would not shock me if Lucci just, like, the next chapter or two, he's already at the island. Wouldn't surprise me. But, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below regarding this week's chapter of One Piece. Let me know how we are feeling about everything we were dished out here. Let me know what your favorite moment of the chapter was. Are we fine with the whole Saul thing being alive? Do you resonate with me where I'm coming from with the whole stuff with Robin? The whole thing, you know, the Elbaf and stuff now being even more important. Like, we are definitely going to Elbaf. If anyone dared even say that we're never going to Elbaf, after this chapter, we are going. We are definitely going. It's going to happen. And, you know, honestly, if we end up losing Egghead because of whatever happens here with CP0, it wouldn't surprise me if Vegapunk ends up coming with us over to Elbaf. Wouldn't surprise me. I think there's a good chance he may end up coming. I don't think he's going to die anytime soon. So there may be a good chance, not even just him, but Bonnie as well coming with us after the Elbaf when we skedaddle. But yeah, guys, thoughts down in the comments. Any clarification, any inputs, anything you want to add about the chapter you felt was important that you want to dive into more in the comments, please feel free to do so. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here if you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of One Piece week in and week out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell of Shandora every day where everything goes on the channel. I will try to get a new discussion video out sometime, I want to say within the weekend, maybe sometime the week afterwards, so, or at least before the next chapter comes out. There'll be a new discussion video hopefully by then. But honestly, man, after this one, we may have to put the pictures down and maybe just talk on cam, honestly. Because there's just so many thoughts that are running through my mind, and it just doesn't feel enough justice to, like, overcook something. Like, when it's ready to eat, it's ready to eat. So, in due time, we'll do that. But until then, man, this is going to be the one thing that's going to be on my mind as I go to bed. The pinnacle of our literature is here, baby. We'd love to see it. Commodore last signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care.
Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, yeah.